This is Get Real with Bob and Stacy, the show that helps you learn about the mortgage and real estate markets. Get the inside scoop from their expert list of guests and have some fun along the way. Now, here's Bob Gallagher and Stacy Alcorn.
Welcome back. You're listening to Get Real with Bob and Stacy. You're joining us for our Leaders and Legends segment, and joining us by phone today is very special guest, Shontaye Hawkins, business coach, bottom line strategist, and author. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here.
So I want to give everybody a little bit of background on Shontaye. She is a bottom line strategist. She uses her extensive finance background and ability to see through the numbers to get your profit game plan for success. She helps people eliminate money leaks, gain the clarity and confidence they need to position themselves, and to identify their own profit strategies based on their own goals, their own dreams, and ultimately achieve growth and profit from mega results. She's known as the bottom line strategist, and she empowers people to move beyond dreaming of a better life to demanding it and making it happen, which is perfect because, as you know, Shontaye, Bob and I were in a heated discussion about how do we become billionaires right before you came on. So I hope you're going to tell us how. And by the way, Shontaye's book is Profit is the New Black, Key Action Steps to Boost Your Bottom Line. So let's start with, what are 3 ways businesses can increase their revenue and put more money in their bank accounts?
All right, yes. So let's get started talking about how you can become a billionaire, right? 'Cause
yes.
That's what we want to do, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to give you 10%, Shontaye. You tell me how to do it today.
Perfect. I love it.
Is that a money leak?
Yeah, $100 million, yes.
I've already given away 10% of my income.
That's a gusher. I think that's what they call that one.
Well, it actually, I'm going to help you make more.
Yes.
So it's just we're just going to keep recycling. We'll keep recycling. So the 3 ways that a business owner and entrepreneur can increase their revenue is to charge more, sell to more people, so find more people that want your stuff, and add additional revenue streams. Now, charging more, Stacey and Bob, is one of the biggest challenges that business owners face when it comes to growing their revenue, because they're afraid that if they increase their fees, they increase their rates, that they're going to lose money and lose clients.
Mm-hmm. So,
and who wants to do that, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, so do you offer people tools or strategies so that they can increase costs without having that fear?
Yes, absolutely. So one of the things that I teach a lot of my clients to do is, we go to the grocery store, we buy gas each and every day. We don't question whether or not they change the rate. We might, talk about it a little bit, but we still go ahead and pay for it. So one of the ways that I teach my clients to increase your fees without the fear of losing clients and losing money is announce that the fee increase is coming. That way your clients can lock in their rate now before you actually increase the fee.
That's interesting.
Yes, if you get money now, and you may not, maybe you're going to increase your fees. I say do it once a year, usually at the beginning of the year, because a lot of companies and a lot of services that we use make those types of announcements and let us know, hey, next year, 3 months from now, or, you can lock in your rate. We're going to be taking the rate up. So why not do the exact same thing in your business? Let your potential clients know, hey, that service we talked about, we're going to be increasing the rate on that. But if you'd like to lock in the rate now, you can do so.
Yeah, that's important. And I think that by doing the announcement in advance, people don't think like you're trying to swindle them. It's like you're just being honest. I just saw it somewhere. I was out over the weekend, and it was a restaurant, and they announced price increases because the minimum wage is going up. So just an announcement on the door that 3 months from now, we expect that there will be a slight increase. So I think that builds trust with people, because you're like, they didn't just up it on the menu all of a sudden, and I wasn't expecting it.
Yes, absolutely. And I do this generally at the beginning of every year. I was just speaking to someone at the end of last year, the very last day, basically New Year's Eve. And we were talking about a particular service, and she was very interested in it. And I was like, well, I just have to be honest with you. The rate that I'm giving you today is going to change in less than 24 hours.
Wow. That's awesome.
So if you want it, then, here's your opportunity to get it at this rate. Otherwise, tomorrow or the next day when you call me, it's going going to increase. And so she did take advantage of it because, I could have just waited and, reached out to her a couple of days later and told her, but that's not the thing to do. I mean, let your clients and potential clients know that the fee increase is coming.
So, Stacy, there's an idea for you right there. Buy today at this price, or tomorrow it's an extra $1 billion.
Well, we were just talking. About the show Billions.
Yes, we were.
And there is an episode which you probably haven't seen yet, Bob, because I know you're behind. But
yes,
he makes a presentation. He's trying to sell his services, and he says, "If I walk out that door, you're never getting me again." So it's like you gotta push people off the fence. So, Shontaye, what are money leaks and how do they impact profitability? What are some examples?
Oh, yeah. So money leaks are those services or activities that cost, and not just business owners, but it costs even us who just have, full-time jobs and we work for someone else. It costs us in the form of lost revenue and expenses. So, for example, you sign up for a gym membership, because it make it really easy for you to sign up, right?
Yes.
And you've made this commitment that you're going to go for real this year.
Yes.
And
yes.
then come February 1st, you've been like 3 times the entire month of January, and you don't go again in February, you don't go again in March, and so forth and so forth. But you're continuing to pay for that gym membership each and every month because they draft it right out of your bank account without you even thinking about it.
All right.
That's a service you're not using, right?
So I'm going to show Bob. I just emailed my assistant, and I said, can you call Leap Fitness Boston and cancel my membership? I just got rid of 1 leak.
You don't even train at that gym. I happen to know you train somewhere else.
It's an extra, but I forgot to cancel that one when I...
Oh, boy. You know what? I just thought of one, too. I forgot to cancel.
And probably is there like an average? People must have so many things that you sign up for and you just forget about.
Oh, I mean, we do, because they make it so easy for us to sign up for these services. And as business owners, we're busy. We're just like, okay, we need that service, we need that. Or they make a great offer at the very beginning, and so we sign up for it. And then we find out months later we're not even using it, and we forget about it. We don't want to get on the phone because we've tried to cancel it, but they want us to get on the phone, or they want us to write a letter, or whatever the process is to cancel it. And we're thinking that's just going to take too much time. Well, you know what? That time is actually going to save you money if you go ahead and just spend the time on the phone, or have your assistant do it, better yet. But I've had clients, I've heard it's just a wide range. I mean, people have given me numbers from, a few dollars a month, $20 for a membership, upwards of, up to hundreds of dollars a month that they've been able to save just by eliminating their money leaks.
Yes. So I need to do that. So what do you tell people? Get out credit cards, statements, and just really read. I never even read that stuff. Like you got to.
I mean, start with your bank statement, right? And so if you have multiple bank accounts, then you want to look at each bank statement and figure out what's being auto-drafted each and every month. And is it a service that you're even using? So if it's not a service that you're using, make a list, find out how you cancel, and get busy canceling those services. Because think about it, if you're a business owner, you're saying, man, I'm not making enough money. Mm-hmm. You're paying out a lot of money. So, yes, it would be great if you got some new clients and new customers, but how about just managing what it is you already have?
Right.
Yeah,
because
instead of buying wine by the bottle, buy it by the case, or or maybe even by the barrel.
Yeah, it's like, where is the savings going to come from? Because sometimes what happens is we think, okay, I just need more clients. I need to do this. I need to do that. Well, if you're spending money at a rate faster than it's coming in, so you're continuing to spend that money even though you're getting new clients, but you're not managing the money leaks, you're still not going to generate a profit.
Right. That's interesting. So I know that there's a saying that it takes money to make money, but you disagree with that. Why is that?
Well, because I believe that statement has kept so many business owners from moving their business to the next level, and it's kept many aspiring entrepreneurs from starting their businesses. And here's why. Think about it. It takes money to make money. Well, if I believe that I don't have any money, I'm not going to be able to make money. But here's what I actually believe. it doesn't take money to make money. It takes action, consistent action. So we just talked about money leaks. So we talked about it more so from an expense standpoint, talking about the things that we're paying out. But if you are at Starbucks or you're out at a networking event and you are in a conversation with someone who could be a potential client, it's not costing you anything to really have that conversation with them.
Yeah, this is really interesting. So it's really about taking action on opportunities, whether it's an expense or a profit opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But think about that statement. For so many people, it takes money to make money, and they stop right there because they feel like, you know what, I can't afford a website. I can't afford, this training or this certification. I just have to wait, and they keep waiting and they keep waiting because they believe that they don't have the money. They don't realize that it's not about the money. It's actually about the action.
Right. Wow.
And the execution.
That's interesting. Now, I know your background. You worked for Fortune 500 companies such as Goldman Sachs and Bank of New York. What made you write the book?
Well, part of writing the book, we just talked about that statement. It takes money to make money. And my whole inspiration and desire behind writing that book was to dispel that belief and that mindset. And throughout the book, what I do is I share action steps in each of the chapters so that, you know what, if you feel like you don't have money to make money, I don't have money to make money. Here are the actions. It doesn't take the money. Here's the actions that's going to generate income for you.
Okay.
So that is my goal when I write in the book.
I love it. And by the way, you have awesome shoes on the front of the book.
Thank you. Now, for those of you listening, you're going to have to go get the book to figure out what she's talking about.
Yes,
right?
Yes. It matches the chair and your scarf. It's like nice ensemble. So let's talk about, you also talk about income barriers. What's an income barrier?
So we talked about money leaks, right? And so that's income, that's money that we're just basically losing. And so an income barrier is when you reach the point in your business in which you can't grow anymore by yourself. And so an income barrier shows up in the form of not having a team, not having systems and processes in place to maximize your revenue. And oftentimes the main income barrier in the business is the business owner themselves because they won't let go. They won't delegate.
Yes.
And they don't delegate maybe because they feel like they can't afford to hire a team member or team members, and they feel like, well, you know what, they don't really know what systems they should have in place, or they do have systems, but they're not using. These are all income barriers.
Right.
So when we talk about a team, let's think about this. So if you know that within an hour you can hop on the phone and make $10,000, Stacey, that sounds good to you, or would you like 100,000?
I like 100.
Yeah, every hour I would like that.
Okay, so you're able to make some phone calls, talk to a few people, and generate $100,000 within an hour.
Yep.
And you're like, you know what? I can't afford to hire anybody to help me because I just don't have the money.
Right.
Well, how about that hour that you're actually focusing on the administrative tasks in your business, sending emails, updating your Facebook, updating LinkedIn, checking your email? That is time that you could actually be generating that $100,000 if you were to pay someone, a support team member, an assistant, maybe $50 for that hour to support you.
Right. I try to tell my salespeople at my own company that when you can learn to delegate and give up some of the control, it is the same as buying time, which is what we all dream of, just buying time. So you can buy time in your schedule to do the things that really matter and create profitability for your business.
Yes.
Where can listeners find out more about you and your book? And potentially, I know you do speaking for businesses as well. Where can people find out more about you?
They can find out all of the information about me and the book and my speaking at profitisthenewblack.com. That's the website.
Okay.
And from there, we have a pricing template, have a free gift on the website that's a pricing template so they can learn how to increase their fees without losing clients and money. And there's also information there about the book as well as how to contact me for any speaking opportunities.
Okay, awesome. We only have about 1 minute left. Do you have one mistake that you see many business owners make that would be easy to fix?
Oh, gosh, yes. One of the biggest mistakes I see business owners making is they're just not being consistent.
Mm-hmm.
They try it once, and they stop. And even beyond that, they are not looking at their numbers.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how much money they're making.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how much money they're paying out, but they want to generate $100,000 or even $1 million in business. I have many business owners that come to me and say, Shontaye, I'm making money in my business, but I don't know where it's going.
Yep.
Big mistake.
Wow.
Interesting.
Big mistake.
Mm-hmm.
That is a big mistake.
But I can see that.
Fix that one right away, right?
I think I can see that, though. Like, you get busy, like, just building the business, that you don't take the time to actually look at where all the money's going, because for at least when you're in the growth mode, your concentration is adding revenues and not necessarily like reviewing expenses, stuff like that. But I'm definitely going to dig into Profit is the New Black by Shontaye Hawkins, and going to the website, in fact, as soon as we get off, so that I can download the tools on how to charge more without being afraid. So awesome having you as a guest today. Thank you, Shontaye.
Thank you so much, Stacy. Thank you, Bob. I've really enjoyed it.
Glad to have you on the show. We're going to have to take a quick break for commercials. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more after this.